let's move on to the excretory system. So excretory system is a passive biological system that removes excess unnecessary materials from the body fluids of an organism. So, as to help maintain internal chemical homeostasis and prevent damage to the body. The dual function of excretory system is the elimination of the waste product of metabolism and to drain the body of fused and broken down components in a liquid and gaseous state. In humans and other amniotes, mammals, birds, and reptiles, most of the substance leave the body as urine, and to some degree of exhalation, mammals also expel them through sweating. We know that the excretory system, only the organs specifically used for the excretion or considered a part of excretory system. In the narrow sense, the term refers to the urinary system. However, as excretion involves several functions that are only superficially related, it is not usually used in more formal classification of anatomy of function. As the most healthy functioning organs produce metabolic and other waste, the entire organism depends on the function of the system. Breaking down of one of the system is a serious health condition, for example, a kidney failure. Well, the excretory system is consists into four. First is the kidney. The kidney primary function is the elimination of waste from the bloodstream by production of urine. They perform several homeostatic functions such as maintain volume of extracellular fluid, maintain ionic balance in extracellular fluid, maintain pH and osmotic concentration of the extracellular fluid, and lastly, excrete toxic metabolic byproducts such as urea, ammonia, and uric acid. Second is the ureter. The ureters are muscular ducts that propel urine from the kidney to the urinary bladder. In the human adult, the ureters are usually 25 to 30 cm long. In humans, the ureters arise from the renal pelvis on the medial aspect of each kidney before descending towards the bladder on the front of the psoas major muscles. The ureters cross the pelvic brim near the bifurcation of the iliac arteries. This pelviureteric junction is a common site for an impact of kidney stones. And lastly, the ureters run posteriorly on the lateral walls of the pelvis. Third is the urinary bladder. The urinary bladder is the organ that collects waste excreted by the kidneys prior to disposal by urination. It is a hollow muscular and distensible organ and sits the pelvic floor. Urine enters the bladder via the ureters and exits via the urethra. Lastly, the urethra. In anatomy, the urethra from the Greek word urethra. It is a tube which connects the urinary bladder to the outside of the body. In humans, the urethra has an excretory function in both gender to pass. That is all about the excretory system. Now, let's talk about the urinary system, also known as the urinary tract or renal system. Consists of the kidney, ureters, bladders, and the urethra. The purpose of the urinary system is to eliminate waste from the body, regulate blood volume and blood pressure, control level of electrolytes and metabolites, and regulate blood pH. The urinary tract is the body's drainage system from the eventual removal of urine. The kidney have an expensive blood supply via the renal arteries which leaves the kidney via the renal vein. Each kidney consists of function units called nephrons, following filtration of blood and further processing. Waste exit the kidney via the ureter's tube made of smooth muscle fibers that propel urine towards the urinary bladder, where it is stored and subsequently expelled from the body. Urination. The female and male urinary system are very similar. differently only in length of the urethra. Urinary system is consist into 14 parts, which is the human urinary system, kidney, renal pelvis, ureter, urinary bladder, urethra, adrenal gland, vessels, renal artery and vein, inferior vena cava, abdominal aorta, common iliac artery and vein, and liver, large intestine, and lastly the pelvis. Lastly, urinary system in the male, urine flows from the kidney via the ureters in the bladder, where it is stored in urination. Urine flows to the urethra, longer in males, short in females.